It turns out that after we grow up, even crying has to be carefully timed. When we were children, we cried when we were sad. We cried when we felt wronged. We cried when we fell down, and we cried when we were scolded. Back then, it always seemed that after a good cry, everything felt a little better. But after becoming adults, we slowly realize something. For adults, even crying is no longer that simple. Life is busy. Every morning when the alarm goes off, we still have to get up, go to work, and face another day. Even if we cried ourselves to sleep the night before, we still have to act as though nothing happened when the sun comes up. Nowadays, many adults live this way. During the day, they look perfectly fine. They smile, chat with others, and work hard. Most people have no idea how exhausted they truly feel inside. Sometimes they're already at their breaking point, yet they still smile and say, "I'm okay." Because deep down they know that no matter how sad they are, life won't stop, work won't stop, bills won't stop, responsibilities won't stop. So many times, the only choice is to quietly carry those emotions alone. Sometimes we desperately want to cry our hearts out. But then we look at our phones and see unanswered messages, unfinished tasks, and all the things waiting for us tomorrow. And so, the tears are pushed back once again. When we were young, there was always someone to comfort us after we cried. But now, many burdens can only be carried by ourselves. Sometimes, after coming home alone late at night, we're already exhausted, yet we still don't dare cry. We're afraid that once we start, we'll completely fall apart. That's why many adults break down in silence. Some cry quietly in the bathroom. Some cry on their way to work. Some hide beneath their blankets in the middle of the night and let the tears fall where no one can see. And after crying, they wake up the next morning and continue living. I used to think that growing up meant becoming stronger. But later, I realized that's not entirely true. What we really learn is how to endure. We learn how to hide our tears. Adults rarely show their wounds or vulnerabilities. They're afraid others won't understand. They're afraid of becoming a burden. So even when they're hurting, they say, "It's okay." Even when they feel wronged, they say, "I can handle it." Sometimes they're so tired that all they want is a place where nobody can see them, a world of their own, where they can finally cry as loudly as they need to. Sometimes it's not one major event that breaks a person. It's countless small disappointments piling up over time, pressure at work, problems in daily life, heartbreak in relationships, anxiety about the future. Little by little, these things accumulate until one day, a person suddenly feels completely drained. But the adult world doesn't give us much time to be fragile. Because tomorrow morning, we still have to go to work. We still have to earn a living. We still have to keep moving forward. That's why so many adults are used to being sad in silence at night, only to pretend they're happy again during the day. Sometimes I truly miss being a child. Back then, when I was sad, at least I could cry out loud. But now, even crying has to be scheduled. We worry about our work. We worry about affecting other people. We worry that even after crying, nobody will understand us. The truth is, many adults are living exactly this way. On the outside, they seem calm and composed. But inside, they've already cried countless times. If you're going through a difficult and exhausting season of life right now, I hope you don't always carry everything by yourself. When you're tired, allow yourself to rest. And when you feel like crying, don't keep holding it in forever, because you're not a machine, you're human, and humans get sad. Before I finish, I'd like to ask you one question. When was the last time you cried in secret?